Hello everyone, welcome to day 5 of your 5-day power and stretch yoga challenge. So well done for getting to the last day. Today we're going to work the entire body, so one last final push. We're going to do some power sun salutations, so using movements and poses that you've already done, but doing them in a slightly more powerful way. So we're going to come to a downward facing dog to start with. So getting straight into it, we'll come high up on the toes so that your tailbone is encouraged to push its way up to the sky, and then bend through the knees and then push those heels closer towards the mat, seeing if you can edge a little bit deeper. Just connecting to the breath. And remembering that even when postures get hard, still to try and connect to the breath. We'll bend through the knees and jump to the top of the mat. And then roll ourselves up, head and neck come last, up to standing. So toes touching heels slightly apart. Inhale, hands up to the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, either hands to shins or hands to the mat. Now we're going to step or jump back to plank. And we'll hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we're going to do some tiger curls. So we'll start with the right foot. So we're going to bring it to the right elbow, and then to the centre. So we'll go right, left, centre, back. Now the other leg, we'll go left, right. So left, right, centre, back. Back to the right leg, right, left, centre, back. And then one last time on the left, right, centre, back. Now we'll push back to downward facing dog just for a second. Should feel nice on the shoulders after that tiger curling. Inhale back to plank. Then we're going to lower chaturanga, but super slow. If you want to lower the knees and do this, then by all means, that's absolutely fine. If you want to do the full chaturanga, we'll shift the weight forward, and then we'll lower for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. Upward facing dog or cobra. Downward facing dog. I'm going to test our balance here. So we'll take off the left hand, maybe bring it back, and then see if you can take off the right foot and balance here, just feeling into all those wobbles. And then lower. And now we'll do the other side. So lift that right arm off, left arm off. Gaze your focus on one point on your mat, and this will help you to balance. And lower. Then we'll bend through the knees and jump. Look to the middle of the hands and jump to the top of the mat. Slowly lower, higher, up to standing. And we'll go for that again. So inhale, hands up to the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift, either to the shins or to the mat. Jump back to plank. And we'll hold here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we're going to do some chaturanga push-ups here. So we're going to lower for 3. So again, you can come to the knees and just do it like this. Or you can do the full plank. So we'll go for 3 altogether. Remembering to tuck those elbows in. So 1, push up. 2, push up. 3, push up. And then we'll lower and then come through upward facing dog or cobra. Downward facing dog. Remembering child's pose is always an option. And then we'll bend through the knees, look to the middle of the hands and jump, and then come up to standing, head and neck coming last. We'll just reset. Toes together, heels slightly apart. I'm going to come to some Sun B variations now. So we'll inhale, hands up to the sky. And then we're going to sit down in our chairs. So we're going to push that bum, squat that bum right down, power through up through the arms. Make sure you can see your toes. You're engaging the belly. Now we're going to lift our right foot off the mat. Knees still touching, just lifting that foot off. And lower. Now left leg off. And lower. And hold. 3, 2, 1. Forward fold. Halfway lift. Jump or step back to plank. Now we're going to come to our 50-50 plank. So lift that right foot off. Left arm off, out in front. And lower. Left leg off, right arm off. And lower. Push back to downward facing dog. Now we're going to come forward for some more tiger curls, but we're going to go right knee to the right hand. And then like this, so right knee to right hand, then pull all the way up to the elbow, up to the armpit, and then back to downward facing dog. So we'll all go together, starting on the right foot. So right leg to right hand, up to the elbow and back. Now we'll do the left side. Left knee to left hand, pull up, back to downward facing dog. We'll go one more on each side. So right knee to right hand, pull up and back. And now left knee to left hand, up and back. Connecting to the breath. Now we're going to lift that right leg up to the sky. You can open the hip if you like to, or squared hips, up to you. You can bend the knee to increase the stretch. Now bring that right knee to the nose and hold. 3, 2, 1. Slowly with control, place it in between the hands. Power up to a high lunge. So nice strong high lunges here, making sure that back leg is nice and straight in one long line. Now we're going to see if you can come up onto the toes of the right foot. If you can't, that's fine, just keep the heel down. And then we're going to shift our weight forward and come into our extended warrior. Lower the hands to the mat, step back to plank. Now we're going to come to chaturanga, but we're going to go through some push-ups again. So remembering that you can take the knees down, that's absolutely fine. So we'll lower for 3, push up, 2, push up, 1, and then come straight into an upward facing dog or cobra, downward facing dog. I'm going to take a turbo dog here. So in our turbo dog, it's in between a dolphin and a downward facing dog. So just lower those elbows closer to the mat, but not touching. So just hovering off. And we'll hold here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Push up, downward facing dog. Then we'll bend through the knees and jump to the top of the mat. Coming through our chair pose, Utkatasana. And we'll come straight into our second round of sun sal Bs. So forward fold. Halfway lift. Step or jump back to plank. Again, coming to our 50-50 plank. So left foot off, right arm off, and holds. And lower. Left arm off, right leg off. And lower. Push back, downward facing dog. Now we'll come to these tiger curl variations. So we'll bring that right knee to right hand and pull up to elbow, up to armpit, sorry, back to downward facing dog, and then one on the left, knee to hand, pull up to the armpit, back to downward facing dog. Now we'll bring this left leg up in the air, open hip or closed or squared hips, up to you, maybe bending the knee to increase the opening. Now bring this left knee to the nose and hold 3, 2, 1 with control, and as quietly as possible, step it in between the hands, power up into our left side high lunge, making sure this right leg is nice and straight. And then we're going to come up onto the toes of that left foot. Then power forward, one long straight line all the way from the right foot to the hands. Plank. We're going to do chaturanga, so we're going to hold at the bottom just to really increase that upper body strength. So if you'd like to come to the knees, then come to the knees. That's absolutely fine. So we're all lower, and we're going to hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Upward facing dog or cobra. Downward facing dog. Coming to child's pose if you need a little rest, or if you'd like to come to dolphin, you can come to dolphin. So lowering those elbows to the mat, walking those feet in a little bit closer. And then seeing if you can push up with both arms or one at a time, that's absolutely fine. Now bending through the knees and jumping to the top of the mat. Coming up to standing, head and neck coming last. I'm going to start to calm it down a little bit now. So we're going to come to Malasana. So feet a little bit wider than hip distance, toes pointing out to the front edges of the mat. Bring our hands to heart center. And we're just going to lower for the count of 5 into our Malasana. So lower for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold here for a second. And then we're going to power up for 5. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We'll do that one more time. So lower. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then we're just going to come out of our Malasana a little bit, so your arms aren't resting on your knees. You can feel the upper top of the legs working here. And then we're going to pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we're going to lower our bums to the mat. Bring our legs out in front for a quick little boat posture. I want you to see if you could extend the legs and extend the arms. Maybe open them wide. And then hug everything in. And just come to seated. And we'll all take a releasing breath together. So inhale, hands up to the sky. Exhale. Well done everyone for completing your final power flow for this mini series. So if you click the link below in the comments, it'll take you straight over to your nice full body stretch. So yes, see you in a bit. Bye.